Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new biopic drama centered around music, Dreamin Wild. And this is from director Bill Pohlad and focuses on the Emerson brothers, actual brothers Donnie and Joe Emerson, who back in the 70s put it all on the line making an album in their teens. And now as adults, their album has found new appreciation, new connection, and they're working to try to make something out of it. And there's an interesting dynamic that we see between Donnie, played by Casey Affleck, and Noah Jupe, and Joe, played by Walton Goggins, and Jack Dylan Grazer. Donnie's really the one who has much of the talent. This is from the director of Love and Mercy. You definitely get the Brian Wilson vibes and those kinds of connections in terms of he was the creative force behind it. And Joe is always he loves doing this with his brother and wanting to be there, but he is the weaker link of the two. And you see these flashbacks to when they're younger, and Jupe and Grazer do fantastic jobs bringing these younger versions of themselves to life. And in the present time, Casey Affleck brings a very tortured kind of performance because there's a lot of regret, there's a lot of fear and anxiety under the surface of trying to dredge up this dream and really trying to put it into action and being so overly critical, and he gives a very strong performance. Walton Goggins, who's known much more for bigger personalities, like Uncle Baby Billy, here is much more reserved. He is the fun brother. He's the one that's trying to keep everything positive and is just trying to do his best, but his best isn't good enough, and it causes conflict. You have Zooey Deschanel, who plays Donnie's wife Nancy, and they have an interesting relationship and good chemistry together, and she isn't going to be one to just lie down and let Donnie walk all over her or his brother. You have Chris Messina, who I think is a really talented character actor that pops up in a lot of things, and he's Matt Sullivan. He's the one who's trying to bring their album back, and a really strong supporting performance from Beau Bridges as their father, Don Sr. And this is a beautiful film. It's just striking from Arnaud Potier, who's the one who does the cinematography for this. It's so rich and beautiful in the way that it brings their Washington home, this farm, to life. The texture of the film feels so warm and engrossing. Their music is great, and then the musical selections that they pick to put in the film as well just brings so much life to it. This leans in at points to some biopic tropes, and you could definitely tell the beats that are going to be coming and the potential fallout of these two brothers coming to conflict. But there's plenty of emotion, strong performances, beautiful filmmaking, and moving music that brings this film up to a level of this is a really, really, really good movie. And I was really engrossed by it. It's a little film, and I hope that plenty of people check it out, show it some love, because it deserves it. This is a wonderful true story, and they even have some little surprises towards the end of the film that felt emotionally poignant and really fit well to wrap up this story. But those are my thoughts of Dreamin' Wild. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.